This is take 5 of trying to start this video.
2 hours later.
Take number 16. We're having fun now, aren't we? Woo! Here we go. John Blanche sets.
John Blanche.
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 John's work has such a massive impact that you know his work, or at least the influence of his work, before you even know the name John Blanche.
John essentially was the North Star for all the other artists. Guys like, Jez Goodwin and, Dave Gallagher and all these guys. Adrian Smith, he had kind of, blazed a trail for them to follow. And I think led by example, and I don't think he required that of the artists. I think they all did it because it made sense and the aesthetic was there. And he had created that sort of form language and like the universe for everybody to kind of follow and illustrate and flesh out. So for me, that's the biggest thing. Like everything that we dig and that we're into, it's all because he kind of took the first steps to kind of get us there.
As a painter who has not been exposed to John Blanche before the Army Painter sets, I just want to say what an amazing collaboration this has been. I have learned so much about John Blanche's art style. I've learned a lot about his history, about the wargaming, the Warhammer community, and the art style that has influenced the whole gaming community. How special is that?
Like, he is the reason that we have this whole aesthetic of grimdark. Like, it is like you can't not appreciate the effect that grimdark has on everything that we do now in the hobby and even just in the world of art and nerddom in general.
The fact that he has curated this beautiful palette of colors has been a really great experience because I have found myself as an artist in these colors. These colors really speak to me. I've been using them ever since the launch, and I'm really enjoying the community aspect, how it's all encompassing and how, John's messages on the YouTube videos ring true for everybody. You can't just speak.
Words won't make you a better painter.
You have to practice, and using these paints to practice has been a wonderful experience. I can't wait for more and to see more painters use these paints to create such beautiful worlds.
You can talk about the games, the models, the characters, the lore, all you like, but the one thing that's truly endured is the aesthetic that John Blanche created.
Oh, I can't see anything. Greetings, chromatic warriors. Do you hear that tinkling tapping upon my window pane? A raining and fogged day has befallen my city, and I can think of no better time to experiment with the colors extracted from the mind of John Blanche. I wanted to test my mettle using just the limited amount of colors contained within the cold set to begin. I always enjoy working within a kind of limited boundaries and just seeing, just what you can find with limited resources. Necessity is the mother of invention, as they say. So it's always fun to be experimenting and trying out these new compact sets of colors. And I certainly took inspiration from John Blanche's work, as I always have. But this one, it felt even more appropriate to take the toothbrush out and add little speckles of paint, playing with textures as well as volume and contrast, something that really symbolizes John Blanche's work. I always love that texture and the way that the unmade becomes the made and like the upper 20% of those progressions. So
I kind of like to think that when I'm using the colors, it's almost kind of a tribute to John and like what he brought about.
It's also not beyond me that John Blanche will probably see this video and I get to personally thank him for all of the skulls and wispy flames on early Warhammer art that has just continued to dominate a lot of my choices. So thank you for the inspiration, my man.
Thank you to John Blanche for doing this. Thank you for the Army Painter for creating this for artists everywhere, for painters everywhere. It's been a thrill, and we are very lucky to have this set of colors through John Blanche.
If you had to put your finger on one thing that John Blanche kind of was in your brain for, what would it be?
For me, it would be all of the art in second edition 40K. All of that sketchy style, the character study style, all the way through to the epic covers, the box arts, all of that has been excellent
to sort of follow over the last 35 years that I've been in the hobby.
And I really, really am addicted to the two speed paint colors that are in the first and second set, Turnbull Turquoise and Blood Moon Red. If we could get like a Blanche set of just all speed paints, I'd really appreciate it. Can we do that? Is that a thing we can? There's nobody here. I'm talking to myself.